Can everyone hear me? Yeah. Oh, well, I don't need a microphone. I think I can use my teacher voice and my hip-hop voice. So, yes, my name is Leron McAdoo, and I have been teaching for years in the Little Rock School District, and I've taught just about everything from K through 12 to alternative, to juvenile, to GED. If it's in the Little Rock School District, I've probably taught it. I even see a couple of my students in this room right now, so I'm very happy to be in a place like this. Give yourselves a hand for being here. I just discovered something yesterday that you reminded me of, so I want to start out by saying, man, did you know dancing is one of the best ways to have a wellness about yourself? And you know, I grew up in the hip-hop culture, and I used to love energy. Everybody say energy. Energy. I want you to do something with me right now. I just done this speech and another speech that kind of work this muscle. So I want you all to put energy in this hand right here. And then I want you to make that energy go to this hand. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. Everybody ready? Say yeah. Yeah. Say oh yeah. Oh, yeah. So take that first hand, and I'm gonna do it first, because that's how you do as a teacher. You model, and then you all do it after me. So I want you to take that energy and then put it in this hand. All right, however you wanna do it. You can take it down your body. You can put it in your head. However you want to do it, all right? All right, we're going to try it. We're going to try it on 3, all right? Here we go. Energy, one hand. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, give yourself a hand. So I am so happy and so glad that you came in here with your minds right, because you were dancing, you were moving, and they have applied all this science. They've applied all this medicine, and they've said above all these medications, above all these other things, dancing can contribute to good mental health. The big overarching theme of this speech is relationship. They said, can you talk to our people about relationship? And that's where those 3 C's came from. That's where consider came from, that's where camp came from, and that's where core came from. So if you would, say relationship. Relationship. You know what? I love y'all, because y'all already put it on 10. One more time, relationship. Relationship. So we're going to get started. Say, oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I got 3 C's that I'm going to talk about today. The first one is consider. Everybody say consider. Consider. The second one is camp. Everybody say camp. Camp. And the third one is core. Everybody say core. Core. So consider. I remember talking to an activist, and this activist was in the Latino community. And she said, it's good for people to be culturally competent, but it's even better for people to be culturally considerate. She said consideration means that you take the other person's point of view in your mind. You're considering somebody else. I stopped using cultural competency, and I start using being culturally considerate. And I want to be considerate. Consider is my first point about relationship. We have to be considerate of other people. We have to think of how other people might feel. You know the best lesson in consideration? It's an old lesson. You find that lesson in religion. You find that lesson on the playground. You find that lesson out in the street. It is treat others how you want to be treated. That's what consideration is. Just in case you didn't know what consideration was, consideration is very simple. You treat other people how you want to be treated. And when you learn how to be considerate, then you can have a good relationship. All right? Everybody say relationship. My second C is camp. And so I have this program, I have this curriculum, I have this guide that schools across the nation have been using to help students. And it's called Grow Life. And part of that curriculum is this thing called camp. And see, you spell camp C-A-M-P. And so the C stands for champion. There are people out there who will champion your cause. They will affirm you. They will encourage you. They will keep you going. So in your camp, you need to have a C, somebody who's going to be a champion. If you want to think about it, maybe they're a cheerleader for you. How was that hurt? Was that a good hurt? Yeah, maybe they cheerlead for you. So that's what the C is for. You want people in your life that's going to say, you can do it. You want people in your life to say, come on, you got it, you got it. How many people, raise your hand if you got somebody like that in your life that tells you you can move forward? All right? Well, you want to build that type of relationship. You want to find that person. The A stands for apprentice. And that simply means somebody that you teach. Because as an educator, the best way to learn is to teach. If somebody is in the room and they don't know how to boil a hot dog, raise your hand if you can boil a hot dog. I'm going to put my hand down because I burnt the hot dog boiling. I poured all the water out the pan, and I was like, wow. You all could teach me because I'm an apprentice. Now, I may be good at breakdancing, I may even be good at speaking, but I'm not good at boiling hot dogs. You can teach me how to boil a hot dog, right? So you find an apprentice. You find somebody that you can teach. That's a good way to build relationship. You find somebody you can teach because you may know a little more than they do. Now, don't get excited. If you're at a level 4, you can't really teach a level 7. But if you're at a level 4, because I'm at a level 1, you can teach me. Right? So you find those people that you can teach, that you can offer something to, you have a gift for that they don't have, and teach them. The third thing is the M, and then that's a master. Master or mentor. We can spell master with an S if we want to and put sensei on it. Oh, yeah. The karate. I used to take karate. My kicks aren't as high anymore. So what a master does, what a mentor does, they know something that you don't know. They're teaching you something. You all could be my master in my camp to help me learn how to boil hot dogs. You see how that works? Yeah. So not only do we want somebody that we can teach, we want somebody in our lives, in our circle, that can teach us. We don't want to be the smartest person in our group. We don't want to be the smartest person in our circle. No. We want somebody that we can learn from. We can learn from others. I like what you said. We need somebody that we can learn from in our circle too. We can't be afraid of somebody who may know more than we know. We can't be afraid of that. We can't be intimidated by that. We need to be excited about that. To have somebody in our circle that knows more than we know. I got a man here that's been mentoring, mastering, senseiing, and also kind of punishing me too. That's my dad. He back there, and he's somebody who's taught me so much, so many things I didn't know. And I'm happy to say that in some things, he's looked at me and said, hey man, you've taught me something. Hey man, your brother has taught me something. Hey man, your sister has taught me something. So he's willing to open up and even allow us to mentor and master him with some things as well. Let me see if I understand. How does it make me feel when somebody teaches me or learns from me? When somebody learns from me, I feel excited. I'm a teacher, so part of the thing that makes me happy is when my students look up and say, oh, Mr. Mac, I got it. Oh, Mr. Mac, I figured it out. Oh, Mr. Mac, I see what you were talking about. That makes me feel so good. It makes me feel so excited, right? All right, the last thing in camp is the P, and that is a peer. That's somebody who's at the same level you're on. So in your circle, you want friends that you can talk to. And I even heard something recently that said you even need a friend to complain to. Raise your hand if you complain sometimes. You be like, something is going wrong and I don't like that, and that person got on my nerves, and anybody else. Well, you need a peer. You need somebody that you are comfortable talking to so that you can sometimes be excited with and sometimes be upset with. So you need a peer in your circle as well. So that's the camp. I'm about to get to my last thing. Everybody say relationship. So the last thing is your core. Your core in a relationship, that is about who you are. That is about what you bring to the table as a person. What's in your heart? What's in your mind? What's in your soul? What's in your spirit? That's your core. And when you think about your core, I've made mistakes. I don't know, you all may be perfect. Raise your hand if you've made some mistakes. All right, hands down. All right, I'm gonna be a little tricky. I've made some bad decisions. Raise your hand if you've ever made some bad decisions. All right, so those are two different things. In your core, you may be good in your core, but you're still gonna make bad decisions and make mistakes. What is the difference, Ron Mac? What's the difference between a mistake and a bad decision? Well, a mistake is something that happens and you have good intentions. You're trying to do something, oh man, you may have measured something wrong, or oh man, you didn't mean to offend somebody, or oh man, you didn't mean to do it. That's what a mistake is. But then a bad decision is when you know it's the wrong thing to do. And when you know it's the wrong thing and you know it's against your core, then that's called a bad decision. All right? That's got to feel bad to you. I hope it feels bad to you, because then we're at that third point, your core. Keep your core good. Keep your core pure. Because I'll tell you what happens. Whenever you make a bad decision and whenever you make a mistake, if your core is good, then people will see your core. They'll see it beyond your bad mistake. They'll see it beyond your decision making. They'll look at you and say, you know what? At his core, at her core, that person is good. So keep your core, and this is about relationship. So we can look at how considerate we are, who we put in our camp, but we also at the very end have to know our core, all right, to have great relationships. Does that sound all right? Say yeah. Yeah. Say oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm glad y'all agree. Yeah. Okay. The great thing about all of you, and I'm looking around, we go on a journey where we have to make decisions. Yeah. And sometimes that decision is not 100%. My father has written a book where he says things are 0 to 100. It's like, it's in that scale. It's never going to be all the way 0, and it's never going to be all the way 100. Most decisions that you make. Right. You're going to have options. Because sometimes questions don't have an answer, they got options. Yeah. Like what you going to eat today ain't got one answer. Right. It got options. What you going to put on today doesn't have one answer. Right. It got options. Right. So some harder decisions that we make are going to have options too. So those people that we talk to, those people that we trust, those people who are in our camp, we pick them. I'm going to tell you the truth. I can't pick all my family, but I can pick my camp. Right. I can't pick my neighborhood sometimes, but I can pick my camp. Right. So I put people in my camp that I can trust. And when I go to them, the person I consider to be a master in my camp, and then the person I consider to be a peer might tell me two different things, and then it's up to me to make the decision. We trust them to give me good advice. Right. So I could go either way with it, but what I wouldn't do, if you don't trust them to give you advice, don't trust them to ridicule or put you down. Yeah. If it's somebody who has talked good to you, then when they talk bad to you, you say, why would they do that? Because I know they love you.
Right.
But if all they do is talk bad to you, don't take that advice.
Right. Yep.
Don't take that at all. Is that all right? Say cool.
Cool.